So look at how easy that is. And I'm just gonna let it go. Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am sharing an updated pre-poo detangling routine. So you guys know I just had the faux locks in, which were really long and gorgeous, but I had to take them out in order to transition into my next style. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my detangling and pre-poo routine, and this is an updated routine. I already have a routine on my channel, so I will link that either somewhere up here or in the description box below. Be sure to check those out. But for today's video, I'm just going to share with you my most recent routine that I've been using lately. So you guys already know, before I even approach wash day, I like to go ahead and detangle and pre-poo my hair first. This is just going to prep my hair for the shampoo, the conditioner, the entire marathon that comes along with washing your natural 4C hair. So I'm going to go ahead and just share with you a snippet of my updated routine, just so you guys can get a different version of how I apply this process on wash day. All right, so detangling typically takes me, on the low end I would say 30 minutes, on the high end I would say an hour to an hour and a half, possibly even 2 hours. But that's with me juggling kids, a husband, Netflix, you know, all of that extraness. But you know, I've seen videos on YouTube where people say that they can get through their routine within 10 minutes with 4C hair. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to judge those people, but I just feel like if you are on the road of caution when it comes to your 4C hair, you want to eliminate breakage. You don't want to contribute to any breakage within your hair by, you know, slashing through fairy knots, then I would say that going through a 10-minute routine is just not probable. But you know, it could work for some people. That's just not the road that I want to go down. I plan to stay on the safer end, so I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot for about 30 minutes to an hour today with my routine. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys today. So if you are interested, definitely keep on watching. All right, so we're jumping right into how I make my pre-poo mix. So here is the aloe vera, and let's get into the benefits. So it repairs dead skin cells on the scalp. It acts as a conditioner and provides a lot of slip for easy detangling. It leaves your hair smooth and shiny, and it also promotes healthy hair growth. All right, so this aloe vera leaf is incorporated into my routine at numerous parts. So definitely scroll through my YouTube timeline and you will see this leaf featured very regularly. Now I'm just cutting off the sides. I'm using a different cutting technique. I'm just cutting off the sides, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side as well. And I just sped up that part of the video just for time purposes here. So after you cut off both sides, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna cut off that white part right there at the top. I don't use it, I just throw it away. And then I'm gonna proceed to cut off as close to the top of this leaf as possible. All right, so I'm going to focus on making sure that this knife stays at the very top of the leaf, just so that I can extract the gel from the other part of the leaf later on. So as you can see, there's not a lot of gel on that leaf, which is exactly what I wanted. And then here is all of the gel on this leaf here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this leaf to the side because I am going to use that later on in my routine. And we're going to focus on this one here. All right, so I'm taking a large spoon and I'm just going to go ahead and in one scoop, I'm going to scoop out this entire piece of gel. All right, so I'm just going to slide it down. It actually comes out fairly easy. So I did speed up the video just a little bit, but as you can see, it's a very easy process and you get it all out and you can put it directly into your blender like so. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just blend it up really, really nicely. All right, and once I'm done blending it, it's time to go ahead and extract everything and separate the juice from the gel because we don't want the gel in our hair. All right, so I'm just taking a shirt and I'm going to pour this liquid into it like so. And then we are going to strain the mixture to squeeze all the juice into the bowl. And we're trying to basically separate the juice of the aloe vera from the gel. All right. So once everything is squeezed, this is how it looks, which is perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add in this conditioner, which is a staple of mine. I've been using it for a while, by Ozzy Moist, and I'm just gonna squeeze it in like so. I believe I used maybe about a cup or so for this mixture. You can use as much as you want for this routine. And I'm gonna follow that up with a spoonful of coconut oil. All right, coconut oil is also another staple in my regimen, and it works very well within this pre-poo routine. So I'm just gonna mix that in as well and then just blend it just like this. All right, so now that it's mixed and whipped, it's ready to use. Okay, so I've already got everything mixed and ready to go in this bowl. So I'm just gonna give you a little preview. It kind of gives me the consistency of like a deep conditioner, but this is my pre-poo, so it looks really good. I feel like I'm gonna have a ton of slip, so we're gonna just dive right into this routine. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take my hair and split it into 4 sections like I always do. So straight down the middle here and on one side. All right, just about to my ear. And then we can even do it straight down the middle here. All right, so remember we're gonna do 4 sections. Okay, so now that we've got our 4 sections, it's now time to start the application process. So we've got 2 sections on this side, 2 sections on this side, and let's get into the application. So before we start our application process, I have a timer here on my phone, and I'll put it maybe on the screen somewhere as well. But basically, I'm gonna use this timer to determine how long it actually takes me to get through my routine today, and I'll share that information with you guys towards the end of the video. So let's get into it. Okay, so the timer has started. So I'm gonna start with this back section like I always do. So I'm gonna go ahead and section off a smaller section here, being very careful. All right, so that's a good decent section, and we're just gonna clip up the rest, and we're gonna focus on this section right here. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna go ahead and take this section and we're gonna spray it with water. All right, just very quickly spray it with water. All right, just get it damp, not too wet. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our mixture that we created, and I've got a good amount on the application brush right here, so I'm just gonna brush that right on here. Got some on my ear. All right, so, and then just stroke it through. It still feels the same, even though I mixed everything together all at one time. So it still feels like I'm gonna have a ton of slip. All right, so let me get that off my ear. All right, so per usual, we're just gonna go ahead and apply everything around the perimeter first. And now, as you can see, I'm gonna focus on my ends right here to make sure I apply that product directly to my ends. All right. And then we're also going to split the sections into 2. Take our brush, and we're gonna apply it straight down. All right, you wanna make sure you get it on the inside of the hair so that you can have the ultimate slip for your routine. All right, and I feel like this section is well saturated with that mixture. So another step that I like to do is take a aloe vera leaf, and I'm just gonna fold it around the section like this. Okay, and then we're just gonna stroke it down. All right, so I'm gonna split it into 2, stroke it down the other section that I split into 2, and now we have a section that has a lot of slip. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna finger detangle. All right, you can use smaller sections to finger detangle, but because I have a lot of slip, I am going to finger detangle and more chunkier sections. All right, and then I also like to finger detangle, you know, both vertically and horizontally, just to make sure I'm getting as many tangles as I can out before I actually start using my styling tools. or hair tools in general. All right, so as you can see, my fingers are going through pretty good. What I'm feeling for right now is fairy knots, and this is a part of my normal process, so I know the timer is going, but so I've got a knot here, and honestly, I don't like to take them out. I'm just gonna clip it. That's it. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about the section, and so now that it's finger detangled and I'm done with that, I'm just going through one more time. All right, we're good. All right, so now that I'm done finger detangling, what I'm gonna do is take the entire section in my hand like you see right here, and what we're going to do is we are going to take our wide tooth comb, and we're gonna start at our ends. All right, make sure the ends are very well detangled and work our way up to our roots. All right, so as you can see, I'm starting at the ends. Let me grab that little hair right there. And then I'm just working my way up. All right, as you can see, I've got a lot of slip with this method, and it's, you know, it's really good for my hair. So I'm just working it through the section, trying to get out as many tangles and shed hairs as I possibly can. So yeah, just be very gentle. If you run into any snags, please stop the process and get them out with your either your hands or your scissors. But so far so good. So at this point, I'm done with the wide tooth comb. Okay, so next we're going to be using the Felicia brush, and I'm just going to brush through the ends of my hair. And what I love about this brush is that it basically follows up whatever the wide tooth comb did not pick up when it comes to shed hairs and tangles. And so I love the fact that I've introduced this brush into my regimen, and so far so good, and it's going to continue to be a staple. So if you can remember, I used this brush in my moisturizing routine, and now I'm just showing you how I implement it into my detangling and pre-poo routine as well. So yeah, this is a good brush, and I wouldn't recommend using it without any product that provides slip, but honestly, this is a great product. As long as you know how to use this brush, it'll work very, very well for you in your routine. All right, at this point, my hair feels very well detangled, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the last stroke here. All right, and as you can see, I'm grabbing my hair while it's still stretched, and I'm gonna split the section into two. And then we're just gonna do a 2-strand twist. All right. And then towards the ends, I'm just gonna wrap it around my fingers like so. All right, as you can see, that section is very well saturated and it's ready to go. So we're gonna detangle the next section. All right, so I've went through all of the sections, and every section has been saturated and detangled. So now we've got some leftover mix right here. So what I like to do at the end is just focus on my edges. So I'm gonna brush it on my edges just like that, all the way around, just to make sure we get a decent amount on the edges, like you would with a perm. All right. And then I'm also gonna do it in the back as well. All right. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and place a plastic bag over my head like this, and just twist it in the front, just like this. And then I like to tuck it underneath. All right, and then squeeze out any air. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and I put a cotton t-shirt on top of the plastic bag just for some extra heat to be generated underneath the cap, because I am gonna be just going about my normal routine today, letting this sit in my hair for about an hour, and then I'm going to rinse it out and start my wash day routine. Typically, I would go ahead and sit under my hair steamer for 25 minutes, but I'm gonna skip that today because I have some things to do around the house. All right, so let me go ahead and check the timer here. It is at Okay, so it's at 51 going into 52 minutes. So it took me roughly an hour to get through this entire routine, which is not bad at all. And I still have a bunch of product left over, which I am going to use this on my daughter's hair so it will not be wasted. But that pretty much wraps up my entire routine today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave a card here showing you the next steps that I go into after this process is complete. So definitely click on that to watch it. I'll also leave it in the description box below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.